Oh, hi everybody. How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. Staying cool. It got hot here again. It's like it was like I don't know, like 88 degrees or something like that. But because of the humidity and everything, it felt like 94. Or, I don't know. It's supposed to be like 100 degrees again. So it's July still, so I expect that. But stay inside time. I stay inside in the winter because I have asthma, and my uh, cough variant asthma, one of my triggers is really cold weather, like under 20 degrees. And then I stay inside during the summertime because of the heat and I want to get sunburned or anything. So it's like I'm always in the house. There's always an excuse to be in my house, which means I'm easy for me to stream, right? So it is what it is. All right, I changed things up a little bit. I mentioned I was going to do that last night, and I decided to go through it because I've been playing. I've been having fun playing Minecraft, playing modded Minecraft. There's actually another game that I have. It's also Minecraft, but it's another one I played for years, and it was in development. It was a beta, whatever. But now it's kind of finished. It's called Vault Hunters, and that might be something worth considering. There's two versions of it. There's regular Vault Hunters where you start from scratch, like you do any other Minecraft game. And then there's one that's called Wold, WOLD, Vault Hunters. And what that does is it adds in, you have things right away. You can get into the vaults right away because you have to, hunt around for things. In the regular one, you got to find the materials to make the vault, the gateway to the vaults, that kind of stuff, right? So, Wold's also, they truncated some of the mods that are available. You have to unlock them as you go, as you play the game, and you get levels. And that's part of the strategy of the game. And you can build yourself out to be more of a tank. You can be more of a kind of a wizard, arcane. Yeah, you can do a lot of different things. And I've actually owned servers that played that had Vault Hunter servers. I actually had a couple of them that I had started up over the years. But yeah, it's something. Maybe I was considering maybe playing that. But anyways, not right now. We're having fun here. This is the Twitch world now. I've done some things that I've improved it from the last time we were on this Twitch. I've added these guys here, which is the elite autocrafters. They show up here at the bottom, but yeah, these right here. Boop, boop, boop. All of this is from this. These are the elite autocrafters, and I can use any recipe on. It doesn't have to be ones for this particular factory or anything. And I got a bunch of things going on here. You can see I'm using the Agritech to make. I had to make this up because I wanted to make the Heart of the Sea in order to progress with the apothic enchanting. And let me show you that, because I actually did a little work on that. That was a pain in the butt to do, but this is it. Well, what do I got over here? What are you doing, dude? He's stuck inside. So yeah, you can see I've done a few things. This right here is called the Sea Shelf of Aquatic Filtration. It allows you to make sure you don't get certain enchantments. And the two books in here, I don't know if it shows it or not. Yeah, there it is. The Curse of Vanishing and the Curse of Binding. Those are the two that I put in there so that we never get those through this. Okay, and this, as you can see, I finally got it to where it was 100%, the 100% Eterna, Quanta, and Arcana. And then this one over here is the one with 0 Arcana. Because you can get the more normal type of, like, the protection and that kind of thing when you do enchant things. Now, the one thing I did, if you notice here, I did go into the dungeon, died a couple times. I played a lot smarter than I did before because I'd done it before. I walled off the one level and broke all. There are like 4 spawners. I broke them all, and I walled off the bottom part so that because it's a trial chamber kind of thing, and you have to. I don't know how many, but you kill a certain number of or the evokers, and then you get your. It spits out the this guy here. Let me get to it. This the unobtainium smithing template, and that comes out of the trial spawner in the library of the dungeon with any other, and that place is a mess. If you could do it like I did originally, I died like 8 or 9 times before I finally got it. So I learned a lot, and I basically took the level that where the trial spawner was, and I put a bunch of blocks so they wouldn't, because the evokers are chickens. They run away from you, and the ones that what happened to me before, the ones that were out of here went down below, and I couldn't tell which ones they were, and I couldn't. Eventually I did get it. Didn't realize I did, but I actually did, because it was such a mess because I died like 8 times. So I just walled it off so they couldn't run away. Then I just took them out, as they progressed, and then poop, out comes the thing. Now it's a pain in the butt getting in there and getting out. So yeah, you have to be really careful. So I had my my decoy and invincibility working. Those are things that are up right here. It's the invulnerability right there, the first green right below enabled on the chest plate, and then here I have decoy. So basically, if I hit this button, and any mobs will attack this thing, not me. It's really cool. It's only in there for a few seconds, but when you're in the thick of it, it gives you a little bit of a breather. So I use that and my invincibility to get that. And yeah, so because I had that, that's how you can go about making these guys. All right. So the attack, see right here, using the smithing table. And yeah, look at that. 51 attack damage. That doesn't sound like a lot, but that's basically one shot. You can hit something with one shot. And let me show you what I had before, because I had some vibranium. I had vibranium, and that was like only 36. Sounds like a big difference though. And all the modium. These are the 3 main things. All the modium here, that's vibranium. All the modium, where is it? There you are. See, that's only 18. That's not much better than, like, say, a netherite sword. So you make a progression as you go forward, right? So, yeah, and so that makes it a lot easier, like when you're doing mob farms and stuff, right? So, yeah, whenever I do that, eventually, I don't know if I have it right now, to tell you the truth. Let's take a look. Oh. Come on, let me out of here. I go over to the farm over here. Well, I have actually 2 farms, right? I have this farm, and then, because for some reason, the gas wouldn't, because there's too much stuff there, and they couldn't spawn. So I made their own little cage, their own for the gas. Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, that's because there are a couple things. I now have slime. I went and took out a slime, made it into a spawn egg. So I think it's the slimes, the magna creams, or whatever, magma cubes. And the blazes, they don't care about the lights. So you'll still see things here. If I still, I'm not even running them, but I still have things coming in here. But anyways, so yeah, you look right here. See, I still have the vibranium, so that needs to be made into, which is easy enough to do, I suppose. Let's just get the unobtainium, like you do for netherite in vanilla, right? This is, you only got one, so you don't want to use the one you have, so you want to duplicate it, right? Duplicate it, and you want one of these, just one. You might wonder how I got so many of those, and I'll show you that in a second as well. And then all I need now is just my table on a stick here. Go here, here, and here. There we go. Now it's attack damage of 51. Mountain Dew. Yeah. There's not much you can't, you know. When you do that, they're all gone. I don't even know what I have over here. And you can see I started occultism. That's what I've been doing this afternoon. So this was just an Eclipse alloy. See, look at that, 9 attack damage. Of course, it is. These are gas. Gas are very easy to take. They don't have much in the way of help. See, they go right away. So it's not too big of a deal. As long as you've got something in there that is, it doesn't die on you. In other words, anything automatically went on up, there is no durability. They're how do I say that? They're unbreakable. Yeah, just like that term right there at the bottom. They're unbreakable. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I started doing this. Now, some people play. If you're familiar with Minecraft, you might think this is very difficult. You know, look at all the concrete. That's all concrete, by the way, colored, you know, concrete. And I'm like, maybe that's pretty bad, but actually it's not. I made some water essence, and let me just say blue concrete. Oh, where's concrete? Keep going, right here. So I just basically made a bunch of the powder up, which is pretty easy to do. And there's water essence in the middle, and that's it. You don't have to do any dropping it into the water like you do in vanilla. Makes it a lot easier to make. Okay, so this is our first circle. As you can remember, what we have to do in order to get purple, we have to have the crusher, right? That first level crusher. So tier 1, tier 1 crusher. That's all we need. And so that's this right here. I think that's what we need, right? Here, let's just. I'm on something else. Okay, I thought I was right there. The foliate crusher. So yeah, right here. And I put the foliate circle down, did my thing. It should be Aviar's circle. Right here you can see Aviar's circle. And I have, did I put it here? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. I thought I had, let's see, level 1 crusher. And I thought I had that. Maybe I did. But anyways, yeah, and we need a blue foliate. Okay, so that's what we need. Not a problem. Made a bunch of the books up. They're called, I don't know what those things are called. Here we don't need Madrid. See right there, they called the Book of Binding. Oh shoot, easier to do this. Easier to do this way. Cook it within the menu. Oh, blue, okay. I couldn't remember what it was. Blue. Got it. I actually have these here. I got it right there. Right, then I have to bind it and do that right there. Boop. Oh, all right. I see saw the lightning there. I don't know if you saw it or not. Oh, we have to do all the other stuff first, though. Before we put the book down. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to have my time wand available. I think we were working on that last time, weren't we? Oh, the skeleton seats, I have to work on those. Time wand. Ah, wrong place. go. I'm going to do too much because this is a very... Yeah. There he is. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's for... Which one is it? Purple. Not in any order here. Just the orders that were in my... People. You got to give them some end stone to crush. And it's in the, it says occultism there. Right here. If you look, it only says occultism. So the crushing has to be done by the spirit. So we did some of this in the past, right? I mean, on my server when we started playing again after I came back. Endstone. He's very slow though. He'll crush it, but he's very, very slow. Hit the shift, right click. Now he just drops it. I also need to make some creature catchers. I don't know if I have made any in this particular world yet. Oh, it's in here. Skeletons in here. Okay, tell you what. Skeleton. That's when we were doing getting the kamikaze bees. What did I do? What happened to my... Man, this is weird because I had something else that disappeared on me too earlier. And I'm like, where did it go? Oh, there. Oh, I had one already. Okay, I did have one. It's really odd. Because I don't have another, I don't have the one backpack. Just toss it at him. There he goes. He's in there now. Yep, now he's in there. And his name is Ketsermon. First time I've had one of these things that we've summoned that I actually can pronounce his name. Usually it's about alphabet soup. All right, that means we can get our, we did get some, yep, right here. We can get rid of some of this stuff. Yes, beep, 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 beep. Oh, put this into, well, not this. This stays with me for now. Yeah, get too close to the gas thing. I got to make up my skeleton because part of these rituals includes not only regular skeletons but also wither skeletons. So we have to make sure that we have those in our satchel when we make the satchel. But anyways, so we gotta make the purple chalk, impure purple chalk, and then we purify it. Yep, we make it impure. Oh, wait a minute, we gotta do a couple pieces of obsidian. Okay, that's fine. We've got obsidian, easy enough. I forgot I hadn't done that. I should have done it already, because I was waiting to get the other stuff. I actually had to make up some things and, in prep. So this is a huge mod for this mod pack. So it always, you have to do a lot of prep. And the crusher should be through the sag mill. What? Well, okay. Purple. I don't know why I was going over there. I have it right here. Purple. There it is. Purple. All right. Now, I can't quite remember all of the progression that we have here because I unlocked everything so I could see it. There it is. Purple. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me just check something real quick here. Uh-oh, what happened? Where'd it go? Oh, did I just throw that into the... I know that's what I did. I've done it several times. Wish there was a filter I could say, don't put this in in the inventory, because I've done it, like I said, several times. of course. All right, so oh, I was going to the castle a minute. I wanted to see. Yes, I do have a blood chest. Okay. Because these chests here, this is pretty interesting. You can put this in. These are all pretty new. I just started doing this. And it will actually, yeah, it'll heal them up, repair them, whatever you want to call it. All right, these are the three main ones that you need to do the various rituals, circles, or circle, the square, the diamond, that kind of thing. So let's take a look real quick, see what our plans are, huh? So we've got, like I said, I opened all this up so I could see the progression. Yeah. And actually, somebody made a good point. I was watching a video. I know Pilpo didn't do it this way. Pilpo just had 3 levels. But they basically said, each of these, 1, 2, 3, these lines, these are like their own levels, their own circles, their own rituals, diagrams. Because I can see one's like a circle. This is the one that's a circle. This one, we just did this one. Then you see the one that is kind of like a diamond. Not quite, but kind of. And then here is the one that's a square. And then these are the last. These are the last 6 pieces of chalk that you need to get. And you can't really do these, the Osorans or the Ronazas, until you get all of the chalk. And you have to have these other ones open, like right here, see? You got to have these open, in order for it to work. So right now we've got yellow, we got purple, and we got white. So I'm pretty sure we could do all of these. Now, what I do need to do is I need to make the platform for each of them. So it can be kind of boring to do that, right? But we're going to do it anyways. But we're going to take as long as I got them open, I'm going to put the largest one in first so we can see how big these are. And then we'll go from there, okay? We're not going to put all the stuff down or anything like that because we don't have the colors. But at least we can do that like Fatma, I did that, the Fatima. I think I mispronounced that pretty significantly. But you'll see over here, that's what all the blue lights so far out. That's how far out it is for the highest level. That's all. So I put that down so I could see where, and actually these match up very, very well with the colors, the chalk colors. So right now we only have the white for this. We don't have blue yet. We don't have lime, none of that, or orange. So as we progress, one of the last ones on this one we will get is the blue. So let's take a look. That was Aviar's. No, let's not do that. Let's do this. I'm going to go. And this is the one. Of course, you're not going to do it unless I hit it twice. I don't know why. All right, so. All right, see, that's how far out it goes. All right. And then below here, it's pretty interesting. It says other stone, and then it will say, it goes out. They always go past this last one. This last chalk. They'll go one more out, at least. I think it's one more. So what I need to do is I need to make up some other stone. And it's so interesting to me how this becomes the black. This becomes the stone, the rock. And this becomes the white or the stone, other stones. So if you recall from when we played it on my server, right here, just dump them in there and they will become your other versions. And we're going to need more than that, obviously, but this will give us a start. We won't need the entire thing for what we want to do next, but again, like I said, we are going to do this. See right here, it says it's black, other rock, and that's other stone. Yeah. Now that's other stone, other rock, other stone, other rock. And it tells you. And this is one thing. I know that Pilpo, made it all glass and stuff, but you had to make all this different glass up, and I thought that was pretty complicated. And then here, this one. There's nothing there. Now the one next to it will say something else, but right here, see, there's nothing beyond that. So it should be the same, I think. Block, bip. So we're just kind of building this. And yep, and then that's it. So we'll build out these cardinal ones out, and then we'll. And we'll have to make the ritual balls and stuff like that. All right, that's it. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to have more of these for, to build. One thing that it's interesting, I used one of the compasses to try to find andesite cave, and it said 0. Right below me is an andesite cave, so we had to go much for that. I had to go a little ways for a diorite cave, but because that's what makes the black rock the diorite. I guess that's one choice. Most people hate diorite because it looks like bird poop, so yeah, but they gave themselves one use for diorite, I guess. Not too bad. Is that it? Okay, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. And it's a matter of alternating back and forth. So some of this stuff can be pretty zen when it comes to Minecraft, but it can be others. It can be kind of boring, But I don't mind building if I know what I'm doing and I have a pattern to work off of, right? Because like I say, eventually I get bored and switch it up like I'm doing here. Just because it's somebody hit me. Okay, who's hitting me? Oh, this moron here. Tell you what, we just do this. You won't be hitting me anymore, will you, huh? Nope, not when you're burning up. There's one guy's got armor there. So you have to... Pow. Like I said, one shot. You hit them and they're gone. All right, let's get back to building. Yeah, I don't have to worry about phantoms anymore hitting me because I have my kitty slippers on and they don't like cats, so they fly away from me. Same thing with the creepers. Creepers run away from me just because I have those on. I'm never taking them off, that's for sure. I hate the green little MFers, right? Those guys come up behind you. You can only hear them. They're silent until you hear the hiss, crack, boom of them blowing you to bits. I've died so many times of those things. Like I said, that's not even 1/4. Wow. And you see how big this is. You don't really need all of this, right? I could probably just go right to here and just say done. I'm done. But whatever. Because basically it looks like, let me see here. Oh, get back here. It looks like this. See how that has the checkerboard? That's what that is. All right. Might need a couple of these. Boom, 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 boom. See, this doesn't hurt you. This is Spirit Fire. It's mostly in the other. It's not, you can see it, you can use it, but it doesn't hurt you. No damage. You don't turn on, you don't catch on fire. All right. But you can see how this is considered to be a diamond, right? Okay. Let's continue. Uh-oh. I don't need two of those there. Put one back here. Yeah, next to one back there. It's okay. They're never going to be exactly the same. The reason for that is because these bowls I have to make, they're made with the rock, not the stone. So you have to use that to make up the ritual bowls. Even the one in the middle starts with that. So, yeah, there's, and I don't know if there's too many things to use the rock for, so, other than building. Maybe more, I don't know. Oh, another thing I got to do, I got to make up some of those, they call them attuned crystals, whatever. They basically throw a, handful of diamonds in there and they become their crystals in the Spirit Fire. I do that too, because we'll need those to start when we start building these rituals. Now, one thing that I kind of beg to differ with Pilpo, he said that you had to wait quite a long time to get this satchel, it's called, and it's where you can, you just click on one of the you put this dimensional thing here, you click on it and it does the entire circle for you, or ritual for you. The other one, there's another one though that you can get earlier, and you have to touch each one of the things of chalk, but it does it automatically for you. You can have all the chalk in the satchel, and it'll do that, including it'll do the same thing for, the these guys here, the skulls and crystals and candles and stuff. So as long as they're in the satchel, it'll take care of that for you. So it's pretty cool. But you can do that early. It's just it's not as easy to do. It still takes a little bit to do it because you have to do it individually. Each one of these, like touch each one of these, boom, 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 boom. With the other satchel, you hit one of them and it does the entire rituals. So. But you can get that early on. That's called the Apprentice's Satchel. The other one is, I think, is referred to as the Artisan's, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Boop. Bip. 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 See, what I'm trying to do is put this here. I think that's our next. thing we want to do, we're working on getting these various levels of chalk, and then you can do various things within the ritual circles. Yeah, I've said this before. I'm not a real big fan of these names of these mods and stuff. Evil craft, mystical agriculture, occultism. Yeah, I keep telling myself it's only a game. They're only modifications to the, vanilla Minecraft. So. I guess there's one we were playing. I think we were playing it a little bit in the stream. That Neo Vitae or whatever. That one used to be called Blood Magic, so they've changed the name of that for whatever reason. Yeah. All right. 3 out of 4 segments, or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, it took me a minute to figure out how to get rid of this, the hologram or whatever they want to call it. Like, how do you get out of that? I had just had one setting there for a long time because I couldn't figure out how to get out of it. All you do, because I don't need it anymore right now, so I just get back into where we were at right here. Cut this again. There you go. It's gone. Gonzo Aloha. All right, now I gotta make some more. Ugh. Like I said, it's, I was doing this piecemeal before, like where you only make it as big as what the circle is needed, and so I was, kept having to add. But see, this is how big it should be. It should be right below this, right here. See. Now, if in real actuality, this should be, probably should just be the same as the other one. But this is the way I first did it, so I figured I'd leave it. All right, let's finish this up. And we'll see what we're going to do as far as our next ritual. Yeah, when you get to the blue chalk, you have to. It's basically crunching up 3. I didn't realize that was there. Okay, 3 different types of ice: blue, regular ice, and packed ice. And I don't know if all of them, but one of them for sure is only occultism, and you have to have a higher level of crusher. So yeah, that's when you have to get into the next level. That's why I usually end up having like 3 different crushers. And we're going to have to go into the end. And I'm sorry, the nether, because we have to get the easium and we have to get our glasses and do all that. So yeah, because easium is part of this, and we'll need some. Eventually what we'll do is we'll make an easium B, so it's a little easier to get that instead of. But what I've also done, it's really cool. Get the raw easium, and if you put it through theurgy, it gets three times. It triples. So it's like, there's a lot of mods that do that, like Mechanism or whatever, So when because you make it into powder and you double it, or you can put in a different thing, and it will like quadruple it or quintuple it. And so this is just a way of that you can, get more easium than what you would have done if you just put it through a blast furnace or the regular, furnace. So that makes it a lot easier. Okay, so that's this one. Let's see. Like I say, I'm trying to remember what's the progressions like. I think. Well, I probably need to get this set up so we can have skeletons for when we do need them. Yeah. And I'm taking advantage of the seeds. We're gonna put this over here. So I've got some of this set up for auto crafting. So basically I just need some of what I already have. I already have this. All right, don't need very much of that, and 2 of these, but I do need this one here. Just need 1. So that's all I need from sophisticated storage. Turn that into a netherite. This gives me more slots when you do that for upgrades. And these things here, you can put 5 tier 5 upgrades if you want. The chest can only put 2. So that's really kind of silly, but I guess it's just for bulk storage anyways, typically. All right, now I have to go switch over. Agritech. So we have this here. Just going to make 1 of these. 2 of these. And I need a little bit of dirt because it is going to grow something, so I have to have it something to grow on. And because of that, I'd use this. I learned this by mistake, actually. I was playing with the planters, and I was trying to figure out how to make the thing go faster, right? How to make the seeds grow faster, and you have different levels of. I didn't know anything about. I don't even know if mystical agriculture was in yet. So I'm trying to do mulch or something, and I'm trying to figure it out. And by mistake, I had and I'll show you. I had the. It wasn't the advanced planter, it was just the regular planter. I had put this in here, and I went up here, and by mistake I did this. I right clicked on it, and look what it does. Makes it into shadow pulse soil, which is one of the better soils for these essences to. Let me just see. This is yeah, like right here. So you do the shadow right there, shadow pulse. Yeah. So that's one of the premium or advanced. So basically, just pop that in there, put those 2 things in there, give it some power, which means you have to do the gate typically. That's what I've been doing. And voila. Now it's running. And what we'll do when we get to that point, we need to make skeletons. We can use this. There's a recipe in here to make skeleton heads at least. Skeleton skulls. Oh, we need one more thing here from Agritech. I should have got that. Forgot it. Right here. Don't know what this does, but it supposedly makes it also makes it faster, better. Let's see if I can figure. right here. Yeah, placed on a planter to increase growth and yield. Doesn't say how much though. So it's something that we do now. This is weird. See, these guys started doing the developer. I don't know why he did this, but he gave it yield, resistance, mutability. I don't even know what that means. Growth speed. So eventually, you get to the point where they're all going to be like this: very high, very high, very high, and very high. Okay, so what I've been doing is I'll track these, and eventually you'll get to the point where there'll be a bunch of these in here. Like right there says low and medium. This one says low and low. Eventually they'll get one that will say very high, very high, very high. I think it takes a minute for it to get going. I've noticed that after a few minutes, you'll find one that says very, 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 very high for all of them. Just pop that in there and then you're good to go. Right now I've worked with all these enough to where they all have very high. I don't know if you can see it out here or not. No, not really. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to make up a few skeleton skulls right here. Oop. There we go. That'll be enough to start. Like usually it's like 4 to begin with. Eventually have to go back to the end and get my wither skeleton skulls. That's where I have them right now. Okay, let's see here. Let's just do this. Boop. And we'll... Hey, it is night. Wasn't it night? Maybe I'm wrong. I have my sun's going down, but I have my shaders on, so that's why sometimes I get kind of... All right, let's take a look at this a minute. So, yep, back over here. Haven't done anything with this yet, but I might do some applied energistics here. I don't know. So, yeah, I've expanded this a little bit. I had this problem. I had this guy set up. Where is it? This one here. And one of these, I had one that was trying to do everything, but I was taking everything out of here and putting it in. So I ended up with, I don't have them here anymore because I fixed it, but I had thousands of these combs that are being processed right. I don't know if any being processed right at the moment. Right here. So I had thousands. I had like 4 or 5 different ones, thousands of them, and so they were all being taken out and put into here. That's why nothing was going through here. So I got that fixed. I put some filters in and redid things. I also this here. Yeah, he knows I only have one of these. The time bee is a pain in the rumpus to get because it's actually a recipe you have to do. By the time I got done, I only did it a couple minutes after we had finished, and when we played a couple days ago. I had something like 78 time crystals, so that's why I was able to make the wand, because I have plenty of crystals. You just need blaze. Blaze gold is putting gold against the goo, and it will make it into this. And this is iron. Ferrocore is just iron. So you have these two, and then you put 1 time crystal, and then you have your wand. I have the player modifier for power, so all of my stuff here, all of my armor, this, and all of these my time wand, everything is run off of the reactor that I have for power. And if you look over here, I got myself a little trader. I can get myself some emeralds and do some trading because we need to get some more. Let's get some more glass here. Actually, you can get, this is the only way you can get sturdy bee cages is by finding them in treasure chest or trading like this. And here I've got the lumber and the collector bee. The collector is kind of important. This is actually a pretty good one. And I'll tell you why, because if you want to make, just like here's a time bee. Take a look at the, right here. I had to get eclipse, excuse me. Had to make 2 of these here, a bucket. I had to get the skulk, a draconic, which is not that hard to get. He's in the, they're in the end. But these guys, the celestial, these weren't too hard either. But these are the guys that were hard. So yeah, a bit of a process to get those. The wannabe is the one that uses the encased mobs, and that booger is the same way right here. So one of the things you need though is you need it's called the hoarder. I think it's this one. I can't, one of these two, either the Pepto or this one works off of this guy. So the collector bee, I think you just have to hit it with a like when you change like one bee over to, like the diamond bee gets changed over to ancient, you hit it with a block of netherite. Well, you have to hit it with a hopper, and it becomes the hoarder bee. So that's important because that's one you need for that. So that's a pretty nice bee to get through here. Just making up. There we go. And we just put these guys back in here. When you do that, you just basically now getting the honeycombs, you know, that kind of thing. So that's the reason to put those in there. And here you need it for when you squish the bees. If you don't, they just fly away. All right. And I do have some other bottles. So when we get to the point where we're doing the wannabe, that's the one that you encase. I don't. The amber bees do it. They encase the boss mob, like say a wither, and that's what they pollinate off of, and they will produce nether stars for you. So that's why you do that, because nether stars are such a pain in the butt to get. And if you encase a warden, it'll give you tendrils. And tendrils, you use that in the apothec. The setup, this part of the recipe. I had to go kill multiple wardens in order to get through the apothec enchanting. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. I know, he said butt. Sorry. All right, so that's that. I'll put that away too. Okay. So what we're going to do next, we're going to go back out. Oh, here, put this away. Don't need that. Yeah, this way. I don't have a, that's not what I wanted to do. Double clutch. Yeah, I don't have anything for this out here yet. I probably will do something. Okay, so let's take a look at this a minute and see what we got to do. I'd like to get that satchel, but let's see. So, yeah, that's that one. Would that be this guy? Did I just do that one? Yeah. So this would be the Hedrons. Let's see what we use this for. Unbound Pirate. I don't know about this stuff. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. So we have these main colors here. Next one is lime. Lime, you need the Eusebiuses. What is the Eusebius? That's not down here, is it? Oh, come on. Dang it. Oh, see, okay. So this is the. Oh, Eusebius is up top. That's the square one. Let's take a look at that real quick. That's up here. Oh, not all the way up. This one here. It's kind of hard to see right now, but you see it's a square. This is quite a bit of the. Okay. Again, I don't know exactly what the progression is for this. I was hoping not to have to make another one of those. It's kind of boring. Let's see here. Okay. So we got Aviar. So we got the Crusher. I'm just looking to see. No, we don't want any of that. Here. This is the whatever. Probably the best bet is just to look here, right? So, lime. Lime. Where's lime? Lime. So, fragment of dust. Yeah, we need the Eusebiuses to get the lime. Okay, just got to do it. What is the other ones we need coming up here? Keep hitting the wrong button. All right, so this is light gray chalk. This could be done without anything. Yeah, this is just crushing stuff. Okay, let's see. Let's get that. Let's get the light gray out of the way. That's up here. Light gray. See, this can be done through, all the ores. Okay, the crushed calcite is what we need to have our guy to do. Okay, so iron and silver can be done just through the sag mill. So we go, I would do this way now. Just easier. Oh, I can spell it right. Ingot. Okay. We said iron and silver. Silver. And I don't know if I've got calcite. Well, I do have that down below me. I do have that amethyst, so maybe I do. Calcite. Check that out. I do. All right. Yeah, I know it's getting dark, but I don't care. Let's go. All right. Oop. So these two, bop and bop. And here, I need to get my creature catcher out. Yep. Thunder again. Lightning and thunder. I guess it doesn't matter. I can do this. Like I say, he's slow. He takes a while. I don't really find the top tier being that much faster either. Look how slow he is. Woof. Woof. There it is. Calcite dude. Huh? It should go in there. There he is. All right. So, we should be able to make up the light gray. All right, this one, yeah. Light gray and pure, of course. This way. Light gray. Ah, come on. There it is, light gray. And I'll put this out of here. Okay. And we're probably going to make that satchel up quickly, too. You stop already with the... Yeah. Sometimes these, these zombies are just freaking annoying is what they are. They're not going to hurt me or anything. Just... Ugh. Leave me be. Please. And one thing we're going to do, eventually what we'll do is we'll get the Ender Search gem. I don't even know if we're at the far... No, we're not, are we? Still need epic boots. Epic boots. So I had things in my inventory. I tried them on. Just didn't know. And I got the helmet and the chest plate and the leggings, I think, all at one time. So, of course, you can get those in loot chests or mob drops, right? So as the mobs go away, I'll come over here because I actually have put a bed. All right, let's see here. Oh, you saw all that stuff right here. This is just saying when I was putting them together, I laid something on top of the bowl and it read it as, oh, well, there's no, you're not doing something right, dude. It gave me a warning kind of thing. All right. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to have to go up here at least. These are the three. The other ones we don't get for a while. This is the last one here. But this will get us a third one here. And we're going to have to do it because that's the other... What do I have for... Well, let's just check. Let's just check because there is this one, I think, which should go down here. See, it's not very big. It's because of it being early. Early. I don't know if I have light gray or not. I can't remember. So this is white. So, yep, we know that's white. Oop. And usually there's a pattern here. So look, the white's all along here. And it changes as it gets more advanced. Some of these may change color. Now here we got the yeller. And then we have, looks like 4 candles. And the candles get moved or they get removed and that kind of thing. These candles obviously aren't nearly as pretty as the ones for, I don't know how you make the ones for for the actual mod. There's someplace in here. Must show it, right? Yeah, it's just one of like 2 pages worth of stuff. Where's that at? I don't know. Has to be in here because the rest of the other page is nothing but these, yeah, these things here. These here. Oh, candles. So it's this tallow and string. I don't think I have any tallow. Do I? It doesn't look like it because this is the occultism. Nope. All right, whatever. Whatever. So let's start this. This is here. I did say we were good, right? I think, yeah, I would be surprised if we aren't. All right, so here, what do we say? Oh, we got to get rid of that. We are showing the preview for up here. That's you fixes. Maybe. There we are. So you can see this goes all the way out to here. See? And this is one beyond. And see how that's square? Pretty much square, right? Yeah. So that's that. Bip. And we won't make the other one until much later. Okay, so this is as far as it goes. Makes sense. Again, because I'm bored, I do this way. See, there's colors here that we don't even have yet, like purple and lime and magenta and all that nice stuff. Oh, I still have to make some of those crystals. I forgot. Yeah, there's one of the skulls. And you can see it's one past. And then the other one up top, the largest one for that, actually, instead of having these skulls and stuff, it has things like lodestone and enchanting tables. Yeah, really strange stuff. Lodestones aren't nearly as difficult to make as they used to be. Grafting those things was a really bad proposition. They were very difficult to, if you could do it at all. Not anymore. They made it much easier. Yeah, I remember before when I was playing on the server, I ended up having to go and get more, I think it was diorite? Can't remember. Maybe it might have been the, yeah, diorite, because it makes the rock there. That it makes the other rock. And it'll get more and more and more. Ah, come on. Out of my way. Make way. Make a hole. so we have to cook up a little bit more. Oh, I was like, wait a minute. This looks like it's fully done. It is done. I was looking at the wrong thing. Nope. Yeah, that's one thing about Minecraft. It is sometimes it can be a little bit tedious just because you are, building things and placing blocks. And did I do that right? I think so. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it can be a little bit, along that line, especially if you're building something like I am here. Yeah, it can be a little bit. So you got to just, be patient. And we'll get this working, and we'll make up. What I want to do is I want to get to the point where I'm doing the miner. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do the eldritch. Won't be able to do that today, of course, but I don't know if I'm going to get that far in this world because you need that piglet heart. Oh, that is so difficult to get. All right, that's only one. But like I say, this is the only main one we have left. Other than that, we'll have the one above here, but that's like I said, that's the last two circle things. So we should be good to kind of get going with some of this, some of the details of this mod. And we have to get the red, we have to get the Afrit. And you need that for later too, so. Yeah, I was making a mistake. Well, I think it was a Pilpo did. He used the top one for like the last two, only a third one like this one here. And I kept having to change it. Kept having to take it apart, and then put in the, let's get for talking and placing blocks at the same time. Can't talk and chew gum. And I always thought that was crazy. And then, like I said, I watched that other video. I didn't know what I was watching it for because it was on occultism. But when he explained about the rituals, it said that there's actually 4 levels. I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Hence, I'm making 4 levels. I did that on the server too. Once I heard that, I'm like, oh, that makes much more sense. I'm not struggling so much having to redo the ritual circle or ritual diagram on the top level like I was. So, yeah. Ugh, my gosh, this can be a pain though. If you're wondering what that's all about, why I don't take any damage, is because I have flight on my eclipse here, right here. See where it says flight there in green? That gives me creative flight. And when you have creative flight, you don't take any fall damage, right? All right, let me go ahead and sleep. Where am I going to sleep at? Which bed do I want? That's the closest. Oh, let me sleep here a minute. And I went around and I was noticing something about my storage here, because it is, just sophisticated storage. This guy is supposed to, figure out where things going. But I think what happened was, this was not netherite, and they didn't have only, like limited upgrades. And I'm like, that's not going to work. So I had a bunch of, over here, I had a whole bunch of the nuggets. So I had to take them all out. So eventually I figured, why not do it with logistics network, and I did that. Just put a whitelist of just the nuggets, and boom, they're right in there. And I did that for the redstone and for emeralds and the lapis. So one thing I got to do is I have to turn it on. I did go and get a slime, but I don't have it really turned on yet. I need to run that for a while so I can build up my slime inventory. And I had a lot of these. And I just hadn't got to it yet, or I didn't have the netherite at the time. So I made all these netherite, and not all of them have upgrades yet. Only the ones that have items in them. So once we start filling up the rest, I'll start putting more in here. And the thing about these, like I said, you can only you can't put any more than just the 2. That's all you can do. When it comes to the stack upgrades, you can do other upgrades like voiding things out. In my other world on my server, I have a ton of these things, and so what I did is I put the compression upgrades so everything becomes, if it can, it becomes a let me just see if I have an example. Instead of being raw osmium, it becomes a block of raw osmium. So instead of 22 in there, you might have 2 blocks and then a few left, right? Because the blocks are 9. 9 is 18 plus 4. And so, yeah. And the same thing. So anything that's in there that's raw like that would be put into a block. And you'll notice right here, I have set up my aluminium, vibranium, and unobtainium. And those guys, I don't know if I had these. I think I did. But they come from the bees. Right here. These guys. So like I said, I fixed all that so it's working now the way it's supposed to. So I'm getting diamonds from these guys. Getting this, I get the netherite scrap. So you do have to do a little bit with this. You have to go into here and just periodically, every other time I'm here. I already did it once today, so I might not have a whole lot in here, and I just however much I have right there, and then I pop it back in. So I just craft it up, good to go, fit to fight. Oorah, oorah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, now that we had that brief interlude, this way. Oh no, the other way actually. Yeah, that's why I say I got to make myself a anchor over here. All right. Get about half of it done. Making headway. So that's the thing about this one. This one seems like it's used up most of the, yeah, this is not right. This is not done. Yeah, there's more right here. Okay, I didn't go far enough out. Right here. See this? Pip. And pip. There we go. That's it. That's it. So here I just do this. So I don't know if anybody did anything good this summer. Any special doodads? Any special trips? I had several things that I did, and they were all bucket list items for me. Not all of them, obviously. I did 2 multi-day conferences, and I just finished up another conference on last Tuesday for what they call Clifton Strengths. I'm not sure you're familiar with that, but it's a assessment you can do, and there's a whole cultural thing about, not culture, but I don't know how you say it, but there's a whole system involved. And maybe that's a better way of saying it. There's a system. See, that one's 2. That's weird. I don't think that's right. I think I got 1 too many here. Yeah, I do. I didn't think that was 2. That's only 1. Only 1. Yeah. So, and my bucket list items, of course, were we finally went to the 50th state, and we've been to all 50 now. Alaska was the last one because it's not in the continental, and most people don't go to Alaska for like vacation. My son, his first duty station, my youngest son, I should say, um, was in Schofield Barracks, Hawaii. So we went. We made sure to go out there and visit him. It was on a holiday weekend, and we spent a week out there. So we'd already been to Hawaii, and with my work that I had, my career was travel. So I traveled to all the facilities I went to. I always had to go there, except for during COVID, of course. So I've been to Delaware, Idaho, Washington State, Oregon, all of them. Montana. Well, not so much for work, but I've been to Montana when I went on vacation. Yosemite. I was at Yellowstone. I've been a couple times. I've been to Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. So yeah. Now we've been to all 50. Back in 1994, the U.S. was the host for the World Cup, and back then I had four young kids, and I was making like $7.75 an hour. So there was absolutely no way I could afford to go to a game. Um, and there was one right in Detroit, and I couldn't do it. So I vowed to myself, next time they were in the U.S. or local, I was going. I'm going, and I did. I went to two of the games in Kansas City, which is about 4 hours from my house. So it was easy drive. My daughter came and went to two of the games with me, and my son, he works, so they don't want to get off of work because he'd already been to the Seattle game for the U.S. game in Seattle, and he came to Kansas City and watched the game on Saturday. That was Austria versus Algeria, or Algeria versus Austria, however you want to say it. It was an awesome game. It was a tie, but it was like the ending was just nuts. And yeah, that was definitely bucket list. Like I say, that's the second bucket list item that I did this summer. And the other ones were just mostly conferences. I don't fly much anymore because I did that for 25 years. I've got I'm a million miler with Delta, and I have probably close to that, and at least one other airline. And I just I've done enough of that. So we drive. We can get out. We can walk around. We're not stuck in the tube in the air. So we can do potty breaks, do whatever we want, take as long as we want. So I drove down to Orlando in May, and in June we were in St. Louis, and then from there we went home for a couple of weeks, or at least a week, and then we had our cruise to Alaska, and that was our bucket list item. So I've been to Orlando before. It's a pretty nice little place. Very much touristy because of the world, because of Disney, the Mouse House they call it. So yeah, it was interesting. My wife's just hates the heat. She is not somebody that would sit out in the sun or get no. She hates the heat with a passion. So yeah, so she's not one that would want to go down anywhere like that. We were one time when I did my residency. It was like June. We thought it would be like not so bad. We were in Phoenix, Arizona. Oh my gosh, it was so hot. She sat out there in the pool. It was terrible. All right, let's see here. want to do, I think we want to do, yeah, this one. See, we got a darker color one, that's all. The same bowl. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to get that satchel, and that'll make it much easier for us. Because I think eventually we're going to have to make some of those crystals up too, because I'm pretty sure like the next level is going to need them. All right, this is purple. All right, this is what we need our purples. Purple, 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 purple. Wait a minute, was that purple? Oh, shoot, I forgot to make, I got one more thing I got to make. I don't think I'm too far away. Where am I? Where am I? Over here. Is this close enough? I have a wireless receiver down there. Nope, I have to be a little closer yet. Here we go. I have to make the, what's it called? This guy. Chalk brush. Okay, cool. I'm not sure that was the right. Oh, get off. Get off. Get off. Oh, that was right. Okay. This is purple. Purple, purple, purple. And then purple, purple, and purple. All right. And what are this? This is a white chalk. White, white, white. Again, it'll be a pattern. White, 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 and white. White, white, white. And white. And then looks like we have, oh, missed. Ah, that's wrong. Whoop. This one. And then, what is it? Yeah, 8 candles. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to make some candles up or something eventually. 2 for each side of the square. There you go. There's our ding. Now we need to make some, dang it, I want to move. I need to just put another wireless out here. I need, what do I need? I don't even know what I need. What do I need? Oh, forgot what I was looking for now. What was I going down here for? Oh, remember. The bowls. I don't think I have. I thought I had some more bowls. Maybe I used them up. I think I did. Yep, I did. I did. All right, that means we're going to need some more of this stuff. And that's, again, why it doesn't work. I just saw a zombie down there. I didn't want, idiot. Caragunio. Zombies are kind of unique because if you hit one, then that kind of signals others to come get you. So like a mobbing effect. You can use that effect to good if you want to make a farm or whatever, you know. There are some out there that work really well with that. Okay, so here it is. Reason I need that because I need to make up. Oh, come on, there it is. This is, all right. I don't think I need 8 for here, but anyways, wherever there isn't chalk is where it can go. So we're going to put them right here. Eventually, though, you'll have to, with the bigger ones, you have to make more. So that's why I made extras. All right. All right, and this is this. Whatever the heck that is. All right, so did we not? We made the light gray, did we not? Yes, we did. Boop. All right, what's next? Did we say lime? I think we said lime. Yeah, definitely going to have to move my wireless transmitter out here. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, yeah, I think it was. Oh, I should have bookmarked it. Lime. Here's this stuff right here. Research fragment dust. Oh, here's where we need a bottles of enchanting. Or it's experience bottles. Let's see what we got here. I don't know if I have any of those. Do I? Oh, I got. Oh, I got plenty. Okay. All right. 2 of those guys. Why did I not? There we go. And then an enchanted book and any powder will do. This is the one where it says any powder. So, yep, any powder. And an enchanted book, I have those over here. Bip, bip, bip. Yeah, they're right here. So I just got to find something I don't want to ink that one. I don't even know what that is, to tell you the truth. That's usually the one I chose. All right. So we should be good to go, fit to fight, oorah, oorah, and all that jazz. So this, and we need a book too, so can't forget the book. It can be in any, it doesn't have to be like the picture. It doesn't have to be like this. A lot of times I like to do it that way, but you don't have to do it that way. It can be any, some of these bigger ones where you have like 10 or 12 items. It's hard to remember where they're supposed to go. This should be blue, I think. Yeah. Yeah, blue. That's the lower. This one. I'm going to make a bunch of these up, but I'll just make the one. And then we have to bind it. I forgot about those things. Stay there. Bound book. These aren't actually too bad because it's only a few items, but still speed it up just a bit. All right. So that's the, whatever this thing is. And then what do we have here? La, 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 la. Nope. Oh, no, not this one. I got the lime. The lime and the coconut. And we have emerald dust. So it looks like we can use, I don't know what the Neo Vitae is. I don't know. I usually just end up bringing my guy back. Let him do his thing with the emeralds. Just need one. Just one. I think he still works for this. Hopefully he does. If he can't do it, he throws it right back. I made a mistake of trying to use this guy for a higher level one. I forgot which one it was because they were just like different weird names. So I tried to use him. He just threw it back in my face. Like, okay, that was rude. All right, guy. You're the genie. You go back in the bottle. All right. What do we have here? Yeah, put that away and that away. Lime. There we go. There it is. Lime. Wrong thing. Lime. Will you guys stop already? What is it with you? Yeah, and you're bugging me too. It's a matter of time before you start to. Okay. So that was lime. Oh, that's right. It's here. All right, what do we got? Well, here, let me just check something real quick. All right. Here we go. Apprentice Ritual Satchel. I thought this was pretty soon, so let's try this. I need some leather, a dispenser, and a hopper. Wool, any kind of wool. String, silver. All right, let's do this. I think I have this one already. Let's take this off for a minute so I don't get confused. Yep. Right here, this one. All right, so we need a leather, dispenser, and hopper. That's the first part of it. Of course, can't do it here. I think I still have some leather. Hopefully I do. I used some of it up in Theurgy. Oh my gosh. I only had 3 left. 2 left. What does this stuff do? Does this... Oh, I guess I can make some leather up. There we go. I can do the multiplication in Theurgy, I think. I think it lets you do that. Probably just use arrows. Leather, aberhise, feathers. Okay, white wool, armadillo scut, eggs. Yeah, so it's not arrows, but feathers. Feathers are a decent thing. I got essence for that, so yeah, you can duplicate it that way. Fiji's just a really kind of a cheaty mod, but it is what it is. Okay, here. Oh yeah, dispenser hopper. Hopper. All right, and dispense. I don't know if I have. I know on my server I have that as a. Because you need a bow and blah blah blah. All right, let's get the bow. There we go. There it is. Okay, that's that side. Then we need wool. 2 things of wool. Any wool will do. Oh. What else? Oh, I know it was silver. I'm doing pretty good actually remembering that. Not the first time I've done this, I guess. Silver. There's one other thing, and that's the one I'm not remembering. Oh, this can go away too. All right. Satchel. Oh, string. That's what the other one is. String. I got a little bit of it. So you see here, that's quite a few things. That's 8, and I've only got 4 on here, so. Again, not a problem. We just, as long as it's within, like, I think it's within like 8 or 10 of the bowl, we're good. Where should I put it? Like, usually I take them and put them. Like out here. At the corners, one. Here. Here. And there. So at least it's a little bit of a... I'm not sure if there's going to be chalk or anything here eventually. You can always move them. That's why. There is one, I don't know which one it is, but like eventually one of the candles have to go inside where those are at, so you break them and then you put the candle down and move them someplace else, you know. No problem. All right, here we go. That, that. Like I said, doesn't matter how they're set up as long as they're in here. I don't know if this was bound or not. We'll find out. May have missed that step. I can't remember. Well, let me know. Yep. All right. There's a step I wasn't sure. White clock missing. Oh. Really? Did something happen to that? Because it was, I used it before. Can we just use this? All right. Fine, be that way. At least it tells me. This is the part I do like about this. It tells me where. 13, 18, and 1318. Here, right here. Oh, I wonder. 87. Uh-oh. Yeah, these are not going to work here. It says 13, 18, and 87. This is where I'm at. Well, that's not going to work. I have to put them inside or someplace else. All right. I wonder if I put them on there and it took the chalk away. When I set the bowls down. All right, here's another place for the bowls. Oop. 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 There we go. So this string, what else is missing? I don't remember. Well, we'll find out. It'll let me know. Silver, dispenser. All right, what is missing, dude? Hopper. Nope, hopper's there. Oh, I get it. I see it now. That. There we are. There, now that's nice and easy. I've noticed that when I was making like those foliate miners, you got to make 5 of them. The items disappear in the same, no matter where you put them, they disappear in the same sequence. So that's why it doesn't matter. If it takes the book last, obviously, but the other things, it'll, if it's going to take the silver at one time or it's going to take the, the leather, it's always going to take it first. If it's first, yeah, it's always this, same sequence, if you will. What happened to my satchel? Oh, here it is. Right there. So we got to get our stuff in here. Boom, boom. Boom, boopy doop. Come on. This is still the occultism sample. Oh, I said 64. I used some. Oh, well, whatever. Okay, so here's what we do. And I still have to make some of those crystals up. I just forgot about that. So, white, yellow, purple, light gray, lime. And then here, I don't need to put them up there because we need to, we'll be using these as well. And here's the brush. And I do need to get some enders in there and some of those crystals. So I need, of course, I need to be closer is what I need to be. Get a couple things of diamonds. All right, so those become these guys. And then this is what goes on the, come on. The rituals as they get bigger. And so we do the same thing here. Sprout crouch. There we go. Bada boom, bada bing. And, you know, when we get done, there'll be 16 pieces of chalk. Now, eventually, I'll just put all this stuff into regular storage. So, for right now, I'm using them a lot. So I figured, why not? We'll just keep them right where we're at, where they're at. Yeah, I need to check and see where my. Because I don't think I brought anything out here. Did I put the? I don't think I did. I think this is a standalone. This thing doesn't do very good because I always end up getting more stuff. Right there. I don't understand that. It's supposed to be sucking it all in. Why am I getting it in my inventory? This is supposed to be an item collector. See, I'm getting this stuff in my inventory though. Huh. I think they die at the window. And the stuff like that. See how they fall out of it? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, what I was looking at to see, is there a? Let's do this. I thought there was a. Nope. I'm just checking to see where my lines are so I can. Yeah, this is standalone, so I don't really have anything out here. Closest I've got is over here. And it's going that way, which is fine. We can dig out this way. And even if it's just totally underneath. Yeah. Like straight out from here. That's all people do this. See, this cycles between survival and creative. All right, so this here, pip, will go pip, pip. So basically, you just put the. What are you hitting me for? It's daytime, you doofus. Not supposed to attack during the daytime. I've never seen that before. You ignoramus. All right, so which one is this? This is negative 26. I don't know how far down that is. I think it's down there a little ways. Yeah, we'll do it. I can kind of tell because I see my B's right there. See, I think I'm a little bit high. I need to go down a little bit more. Here, let's do this. What level am I on here? Third, negative, what? Okay. 59. All right, we should be really close, huh? Maybe I still have to go. Am I too far down? I don't know. Oh, there he is. I guess not. Not quite exactly the way I was supposed to be. What? Oh. I think I have it right. No, I don't. Where's the... Here. Oh, because I do the outside. This one. There we go. That saved me having to... There's a construction stick. Construction. All right. Oh, I need to get the cables. Let's do this. Up. All right. Cable. How many do I have left? Need more. All right. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, and I need my wireless antennae. Just one. And what else do I need? Oh, range. Four of these. That's how many fit in the wireless. In the wireless antenna. All right, there we go. that is it. I don't know if I'd like. I wonder if there's a way in the configuration. I'm with Pilpo. I don't like that. That wasn't always that way. And he changed it. Whoever the developer is, and it sucks. All right, here we go. Now here's what we can do. Did I? Hey, I wonder if I still have a wireless in here. There, yeah, it is. It's pretty picky getting it out of there too. So, all right, click on that. 4, and then you're good to go. All right, now I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, what I did before is I put some interdiction torches around so that try to keep the riffraff out of the area. Yeah, see, I'm way over here. Yeah, I got it. Oopie doopie. Netherite stick. Put that here. Okay, I got a few things in here I need to get rid of. All right. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. Do we need to? Probably wouldn't hurt. I need to take a quick break just to kind of use the necessary room, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. All right. I'm not sure what I was going to do. Oh, just kind of see what we have next. Because what we're going to plan on, what I plan on doing with this is this two things: magic storage system. And you have to kind of read through this. It's only one page here, but then you have the Theurgy store. I'm not sure what that's all about. Theurgy Logistics? I didn't even know that they had. I didn't know what that is. Theurgy Mercurial Logistics systems are optimized to work with the storage actuator and stable wormholes. So I could barely figure out what the magic storage was. All right, that's one thing we're going to do. But the reason we're doing this is because if I can figure out where. Here. Probably right down here is easier. Right here. This guy. Well, two things. There's the Eldritch Gel. No, that's not it. That it? No, it's Eldritch Chalice. Here, easier to look it up this way. I thought it would be there listed, but I didn't see it. Right here, this guy. Eldritch Ancient Miner. And you can enchant this up to yin yang here. The thing that because I had this one because you have to do all these first, 5 of these. It's a kind of expensive build, just very repetitive, right? And you have to get this to get the Eldritch. You have to get these piglet hearts. You got to get them into creature thing. I bring them back, stick them in my mob farm and let that take care of them because it's like they got like 1,000 in health, and you got to have the unobtainium pickaxe and stuff like that. So you do that, so it's really expensive. You have to make all these first, but this guy it'll mine. Some people mine every ores in the mining dimension, so it does both overworld ores, nether, and end, because it's all in the mining dimension, right? And so rather than doing the chunk destroyer thing, you're doing this, and it does a lot. So that's why you have to have some kind of extra storage. Otherwise, it'll buggle up your storage something bad. And the other thing is really kind of interesting because the way it works, but this guy here, the dimensional battlefield, you make this, and I had trouble with it on my server trying to here. Oh, okay, so you can see it here. I could not see this. I would push the U button on my and I wouldn't see any of this. So I had to go back into the personal world and then see it and go back, etc. So what I did is I think this one. I don't know if it was capture a blaze, get to capture it in this soul gem. I know I did the magma. And then there's a Trinity gem, and you can put the dragon in there, and you get dragon's breath. That's the part that's really cool. And every once in a while, you get a spawn egg too. I don't think you can use these in like a farm, but you can spawn it, just by throwing an egg, right? But yeah, you can do, and you get, this is what you get, string and whatever, so it's nothing spectacular for a lot of these. But it's, another way of getting items that's just kind of cool. It's kind of interesting while you're doing it. But what was this is the Elder Guardian, so you get all these items, right? So all those items will come out. Here's the Ender Dragon spawn egg. You got to use the Trinity gem because this is for bosses, and you get basically Elytra. Not very often. You don't get the Elytra very much. You get like one or two of them for the entire day. But then the Dragon's Breath is the thing that you really want. That's cool. You get shulkers as well. They'll give you shulker shells. I don't know where those are at, but they're in here somewhere. Iron Golem will give you iron and poppies like you do in any other farm. Yeah, I did this because I wanted the frog lights. I wanted the frog lights. I didn't want to go through the process of getting the frogs and blah, blah, blah. So why not? You get all these frog lights. I used some of the frog lights too. So, yeah, give you frog lights. That's why I did that. I couldn't remember why I actually did it. And then there's the llama and whatever. So yeah, they're kind of cool. Pig doesn't do much for you. Right here, a phantom. Phantom spawn egg, so you can get a phantom and you get phantom membranes. So yeah, you can get some really interesting items here. Ravager, you only get the saddle, so that's not a big deal. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that ever. But then you got the pillager. Yep. Get the ominous bottle, so you can make yourself a raid farm if you wanted to. Here's a shulker. Shulker shells and experience. So yeah, this is interesting. So you can switch it out. You've got a little container like you do for the dimensional mine shaft. Put the miner in there. Well, this has got the battlefield. You put the Trinity gem. You put a sword, and you have to use the demon fruit. You put it in there, and it'll generate whatever it's supposed to generate. So, and it does it constantly. You don't have to, do any effort to kill things or to, to mine anything or whatever. So those are the two things we're working on to get to the occultism, that and the storage. So along that line, let's see what we got next. Okay, so we've got light gray. Did we get lime? I think we got lime, didn't we? Pretty sure we did. Pretty sure that was done deal. Lime and light gray. Okay, very good. That's the knowledge. So light gray. So in order to the Jin, crusher, smelter, whatever, wandering trader. Okay. Probably the easiest way to doing this is just continue on with the chalk. So here's the gray chalk and the orange chalk. So with gray, you need the gray paste. So you need that Strigger's higher binding. So this one, the gray chalk, you would need, is that Strigger's? Yes, Strigger's. Ah, come on. Gray is figures right here. So you need that one for the gray, and that's up here. The orange needs what? Oops, I hit the wrong button. Oh, wait a minute. You don't need it. The orange just needs this cursed honey. That you do down below because you have to summon in a bee. Yeah, summon and kill a possessed bee. So honey, 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 and honey. You gotta sacrifice a regular bee, not just any old bee, but a regular, not one of the bees you get from like the productive bees, but the actual Minecraft bee. So that would be down below. That's the circular thing. Iagans. Here. Iagans. This one. Oh, maybe that's a little bit, maybe that's not the lowest one. So gray, we need this one, and then that one. So let's do gray first. Get the gray out of the way. That's up here. So these change colors. So I just do that, and it'll change the color. Change it to gray from white. So with this satchel, I just touch it, and it uses the correct color. As long as you have the color. If you don't have the color, then you're kind of... And you see here, I also have skulls I need, because I know I didn't have skulls on the other one, right? See the progress bar? 62 of 85. So I still have a few things I have to fix. The other one, the other satchel, you just hit the one, and it does everything all at once. That's the difference between the artisan and the apprentice. All right, so I still have 10 items that need to be... And some of this stuff that's really hard to tell. Like that one, yep, we know that we need these. Don't have to be in any direction. See how they kind of change colors when you do it? Okay, that's good. Got 3 items that still need to be... Oh, right here. This one. That one. One more. Do you see anything else here? What else? I'm looking for one of those pylons that tell me what color is needed. Or maybe I'm missing the color altogether. This looks good. I don't know. What is missing? This is the part I don't like. It doesn't tell me. Oh, it says purple chalk. Is that what? Is it telling me that, or is that just what I'm seeing? There's a purple chalk that's missing. right. That looks right. I don't see it, dude. Unless it's in here. 3. Oh, nope. There's 3 there. And 2 white. 2 white and 3. I don't. Yeah, this is just telling me. I wish you would tell me. I really do. Well, what are we going to use it for? We're going to use it for gray, right? Gray? Gray chalk. For the gray goo, the gray paste. So membrane, gray clay ball, gunpowder, and gray dye. Okay. Gunpowder. Oh, I think I have this on something else. Yeah, it's not auto-craftable. All right. I don't know if I have much in the way of clay. I may have to go get some. Oh, there we go. I did get some recently. I thought maybe I'd used it up. Gray dye. Gray dye. Right. Nope. Oh, maybe I don't have any gray dye. Okay. I hear gray dye. This is so cool. This gray is just the dye essence is the same for all dyes, except that it is, let me show you here a minute. Do I just have gray dye here somewhere? Where's the dye? Your light gray dye. Look at the light gray dye. See this pattern? Boop, boop, boop. All right, this is just the same for all dyes. It's just a dye essence. And right here, that's the light gray. Look at gray. See, it's just a pattern, and they always give you 6 for these. So, and that's the way it is for all 16 colors. Just different. It's the same material, just different patterns for the pattern for the crafting. So, all right. What else did we need? Where's the gray? That is gray. Oh, yeah, Phantom. I have a few of those. I know I have them. If you go into dungeons, you actually can get them into dungeons. That's where I got them originally. Oh, did I not get the gray dye after all? I made it, but I didn't get a piece. That makes sense. Silly goose. Okay, that is that. And what I'm going to do is, because like the last time when it said, look at one particular location. That's what I want this to do. That's why I'm going to put these in here. And hopefully, when I try to put the book in there, it'll tell me what is missing. I hope. That's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Gray goo here is the gin. So it's the Poiple. And don't forget to bind it. And now it should tell me what's missing. I hope. That's my hope. Yep. Skull location. I thought I had touched all those. Guess not. That's what's really hard, because it's hard to tell when there isn't one here. Usually I try to see if I'm stepping on something. Must be this one. Nope. What did you say it was? Negative 1320 and negative 38. 1320. 1320. This one right here. Yeah, I'm not stepping over anything. That's why I'm not. That's weird. What's it say? Why does it say that? Am I? Oh, I'm out. That's why. That's why it says it. It's like I ran out. Here. Oh, I have to go over to the factory. I don't have it tied into the inventory. All right, problem or mystery solved. Now I know what's going on. I remember I hit that and then it said the same thing, so I figured there was something there already. Silly me. And that's over here. Whoa, 19,000 already. There we go. That's all the ones I have. I got to make a bunch of bone meal up is what I got to do. All right. Once they make the bone meal up, I'll be able to make some more. Scullies. What is it? 13. 1320 and 38. I hear this one. That's it, complete. There we go. Jawohl. Yeah, sound is a little bit behind on this, isn't it? I noticed that a minute ago. Okay, gray paste. Use that to make gray chalk. Gray chalk is just that, right? Yeah, that's it. And let's get ahead in. Nope, that is black. Black we should, no, we got to make this witherite dust. I forgot about that, yeah. So black's later. Gray is done. Done, done, done. Done deal. Yeah, I like the choker box because I found a light gray and gray to be really close to each other. What are you doing, Doofus? Gee, jumping Jehoshaphat. I definitely got to get those interdiction pylons going. Will you stop already? It's daylight. You're not supposed to be attacking me. What in the world? You're freaking annoying is what you are. I know I got to get it in my regular inventory first. Here, there. And then put it in here. Yeah. All right. One are those. Are those? Right here. What? Oh, bat wing, huh? All right, anyways, let me go ahead and put these up here somewhere. I don't know how far apart they need to be. I'm just putting some out here. Oh, it scared me. There we go. And you don't even watch them. They'll come and they can't go any farther. They stop because they can't be interdicted. Okay. Why do I keep getting... Oh, it's from those stupid hostile mobs that keep trying to horn into my stream. Uh-oh, what is this? Oh, no. That was my time wand, I think. Yep, it was. Yeah, the bee's busy. I got 580 almost. What are you guys doing here? I need to put these interdiction things on my levels, I guess. Get out of here. Go. And like I said, you can just leave. Maybe put some lights up here or something. Maybe the chalk will help eventually. Let's do this for now. I don't know if that'll stop them everywhere. Let's do that. We can move these if we need to. Keep them off my platforms. At least light it up a bit. Okay, so that got us through gray paste, gray chalk, orange, orange. This is what we got to do. A little bit of cursed honey. Let's just do it this way. Easier to find it sometimes. Yeah, there it is. Cursed honey. Now, the bee should drop the cursed honey, but sometimes it'd be better to put it in, put it in one of the boxes, and then, whatever. I don't know why. I don't think it gives it to you forever. Honey, honey, honey. And this is Iagans. This is only the first one, I think. Yeah, hadrons. Stragars. So that's here. All right, let's see. So I think these are new. Make sure I get those first. That might be the way to do it. Just make sure that those guys are all taken care of, all four of them. Oh, we need some Yeah, the colors do change as you progress. So we've seen this already, right? Yellow, lime, 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 yellow, yellow, lime, 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 yellow, yellow, lime, lime. Again, it's a pattern. Yellow, yellow, lime, lime, lime. Okay. I need a couple more on the corners. Uh-oh. Yep, I'm out of... Ah! I gotta get me some more... I don't know how to get the tallow. Hmm. That'll do it. That'll do it. Right here. Ding. Alrighty. Now, what was this one for again? Oh, orange. Orange, orange, orange. Yep. Orange, because we need to get the bee. That is the cursed honey. Let's do this. Cursed honey. All right. Put that in play. Boom. All right. Honey block, honeycomb, regular honeycomb block, I'd say. And then, okay. So I don't really have them other than just the combs. I got the treats, but that doesn't really count. Oh, I do have honeycomb blocks already. Interesting. Probably in one of those something I already have. Make the compression upgrade, and then a bottle. That's it. And I believe it was purple. Yeah, purple. Purple book. Whatever. Wait a minute. Where's all the bowls? Oh, that's cute. I haven't used this one, I guess, yet. All right. No bowls. Let's see how many bowls I can make with this. Oh, we're good. We'll just do 4 for now. Put them here, here, there, and there. Boop. Beep. Pip. Pip. And in the middle, got sacrifice the bee. I think I might have a regular bee. Let me just check. I don't know if it's in this world or a different one, but I thought I had a regular bee. Right there. Regular old bee. It's pretty bad. Now I gotta take this guy out. And it gives me 4. All right. So, orange it is. Pep. Okay. Trying to see. It's hard to see here. Oh, there's orange. Do I even have one of these glow berries? I guess I do. I do. Move some things around in my inventory. See, that guy should not even be able to be there. But of course, right here, there is no interdiction. What? Oh, I needed the bat wing. I need to go hunting for bats, I guess. Or again, get those in the dungeons, in the chests. Orange. All right, we're making some progress. I think this might be about it, though. I've got about 10 minutes, so let's see here. What else do we have here? Oops. There it is. All right, so we've done. I don't think we did this one. What is this one used for? Oh, I don't know. Let's see, is that? All right, so we've got orange. Red is the Ifrit. That's this guy right here. Kandars. I know that for a fact. Yep. The Ifrit is right here. The Ifrit. Kandars. You only use that for one thing. That's summoning or getting the Ifrit. Okay, and then Otis. Yeah, this is again the possessed. All right, so let's see here. We got orange. Red is the Ifrit. We already got gray, so down here is black. That might be too soon. Yeah, that's this here. Witherite. You get this. Usually you get like 4 of them, I think. Saviras. So that's this one. Severus. We got Strigen. So we can do Severus. I think that's up here. Yeah, Stygian. Well, we can at least put it in place. Maybe next time, maybe tomorrow we'll use it. I want to check something real quick. All right, we've got, just checking these dumb guys. So we got that. Okay, just checking to see what is what. Okay, here we got some more chalk that we're using. Cool enough. These guys, we got, oh, now we're using crystals. We got 8 crystals. This is now gray, which is cool. We have gray, we might as well use it, right? And we've got these guys. We might as well put these 8 in so we don't get confused. See, like I said, it's a little bit slower doing this way because you have to touch every one of these. But I tell you, sometimes it's easier because then you have to figure out. This says red. This can't be the right one. We can't do it yet. We got to do a frit. Okay, never mind. Yep, we have to do the Ifrit first. Oh, I've done some of it. So we have to do, hang on, let's see. Kandars. And that is down below. I dropped it. That's from the apothic stuff. Candle. 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 Nice thing having these done, right? So you know where the colors are going to go ahead of time. I wouldn't have known how to do this anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. I wouldn't have known where to put these things. Yeah, we're not doing a red yet, so. Calm down, I just missed this location one. Oh, 97. Still have almost 20 things I'm missing. There's that. I missed that. What is, oh, these guys have changed. Ah, okay. And now we have 8 things. Oh, here, I bet you. have any candles or anything I'm missing. Those are the candles. Oh, okay. All of these. Yep, I don't have any more heads, do I? Okay, to make up some more, got to go to my. Sorry, I put out. Okay, just got these heads to put in, and then we'll be good. Okay, we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Bye.